Welcome in. I know it's gonna be a little weird. It's a Friday when this releases. I get it. Things happen. I had a birthday yesterday, so we took a little day off there. Turns out, fun fact, me and Jordan DeLugo have the same birthday. So that was pretty cool.
Wow.
And also, unfortunately, Luke Fortner's bitch ass is also born on the 15th of May. So whatever. Ray Lewis, though, we got a killer. Anyways, bad joke. Welcome in. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, even if it's just for the cringy jokes. Thanks for coming on again, you guys. With that being said, we're going to talk about some stuff today that everybody's been talking about. Let's get right into it. Normally we go with Trevor first, but Eric's on top today. So, Eric, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Glad to be here talking Jags football, baby. Oh, yeah. I'm hyped today.
Hell yeah. Trevor, what you got?
Firstly, can you guys see and hear me fine?
Yeah, we can hear you. You're a little laggy on the video, but the sound's coming through good.
Oh, there we go. I got it to work now. I think it's gonna come back. Hold on. I was having it was like when you started the recording, for some reason, like it just like freeze framed everything. And just it was definitely odd. Anyway, it really doesn't matter. I don't have to see to know. Doing well. We got obviously a lot of exciting things to talk about today, so I can't wait. I'm looking forward to that.
Okay. So, getting right into it then. All business today, as you can see, got the polo on. The hat. It's all business. The 2024 Jacksonville Jaguars schedule has dropped. 1995 edition. We got the old school. Y'all can see the background a little bit. Got the old school. What do y'all got to say about it? How do y'all feel about the overall outlook of the schedule? What were your initial feelings? What's going on with it?
Go ahead, Eric. You got it, man.
Oh, that's for us. Oh, hey, looking at the schedule, oh, man, it's a gauntlet. It really, especially the first 4 games out the box, man. I mean, woo, Lord, we're really going to find out what our team is made of these first 4 games, especially defensively. I think defense is going to have to carry us these first 4 games. Not to say that the offense not going to have to do their part because, yeah, Miami, Cleveland, Buffalo, and Houston, offense going to have to move the ball. They're going to have to do some work. And after that, man, we got the 2 games in London. And then we got, Green Bay, Philly, Minnesota, Detroit, then Houston again. And then they got the little titties, and then the Jets. So it's going to be a very interesting season, to say the least. Now, the one thing I do like is when our bye hits. I think it's a good time for when the bye hits. I think week 12. I think that's when the bye comes in, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, that's going to be a good time, and hopefully we won't be, if we're behind, we won't be so far behind to where we can't regroup and make that final push, for the division or the playoffs. But yeah, the schedule is nothing to sneeze at. That's for sure. Because now that's just looking at the schedule right now. Of course, as the season goes along, things may change and the schedule may not be as daunting as it's looking right now. But yeah, it's going to really tell us a lot about our team. And I do believe the first 4 games, we're really going to have a good idea of what we're working with, especially when it comes to our secondary. But we get more into that a little later. But okay, I'm done.
Okay, what do you think, Trev?
I think the first thing that comes to mind when I saw the schedule is you get what you pay for. I feel like last season we had a pretty nice schedule. They were pretty lenient on us in areas and not in others. But we had the spotlight a couple times. We had the chance to go out and show the world, that we are a premier team, and we blew it, frankly. So I'm not surprised to see us not get the most favorable of schedules. We are 8th in strength of schedule. So that means there's only 7 other teams ahead of us that are playing a harder schedule than we are. That being said, though, but it's also the perfect opportunity to show that we meant what we said when we said we would not allow this to happen again. I think the first 4 weeks being tough, I think that's the best time to get them out of the way. I mean, you got everybody. Everybody's still starting out, finding their way, find out who they are, what they're going to be good at, where their team's rhythm is within the first 4 weeks. That's the best time to play our hardest opponents of the year. As far as in the division games go, I'm not worried at all, to be completely honest with you. I'm really not. We've seen that if we come out and we put our heads to it, we're going to beat them, and we're going to beat them every time. I don't see a problem with us sweeping our divisional opponents. I think it all just comes down to execution. As far as our out-of-divisional opponents, like Miami, for instance, week 1, that's a tough one. It's definitely a tough one. Miami is a powerhouse of a team, whether people want to admit it or not. Tua turned the ball over, is definitely not the best quarterback, but the team around him is good.
Yeah.
That being said, it's a trap team to me. It definitely is, because they can come out 1 week and drop 70, come out the next week and not look like they know what a football is, and that's exactly what they did last season, so point proven. I have to say, though, I also want to touch on props to the damn media team, because our schedule release was dope as hell. Props to you guys. That was so badass. But other than that, I do want to say, though, with how daunting our schedule is, take away the opponents. Let's look at the timeline. I was speaking about this a little bit earlier with you guys backstage, was that we play teams a couple times. Like when we play short weeks, the team we're playing in our short week has already rested for 10 days because they played short before, or they're coming off of a regular week and we're playing, you know what I mean? Or they're coming off of a bye week. Like, we're going to come into plenty of situations where we're at the automatic disadvantage, where we're already a hand down. That being said, I think it makes it all the more imperative of all the things that we as a show here, just me, you, and you guys, have been talking about the need to strengthen our lines up and protect our key players and protect our assets. That being said, it's going to be a tough season on them, and especially on us as fans watching and seeing how it develops, because as we all know, whether we want to admit it or not, this is a damn tough season. But unfortunately for Trevor, this is probably his prove-it year, and he got a hell of a year to do
it. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I like the schedule. I think we come out, we play the schedule, we do well. I mean, it kind of just shows again that we're a real team to be messed with, and people have really been kind of discrediting us this offseason because of our collapse last year, and then saying we got worse, which doesn't make any sense. We upgraded at all positions, except for, I would say, we didn't necessarily upgrade at wide receiver necessarily, but like defensively, corner, I think that Darby is a better corner than Darius Williams would be in this scheme. Tyson Campbell, this is a much better scheme for him to play in. I feel like Josh and Trayvon might feel a little bit more comfortable in this scheme. It's going to be interesting that we can finally put, hopefully but Devin Lloyd back, in the Sam, where he can kind of move down on the line. We have a lot of tough opponents, really. I do think we got better. And I think that's going to be good for us to have these tough games early, because not only will we be able to see what the vets are made of and see if they still got it and who's who, we'll also be able to see what the rookies are made of, because there will be some rookies making contributions pretty early on. But yeah, I mean, I like it. I hate that we're away week 1 and away week 18, but at the same time, it is what it is. We're going to play football, and I'm sure we'll do just fine. But yeah, I mean, I like it overall. I think it's a tough schedule, and I think it's for us to prove it. And I think that we're going to have to really work for it to get into the NFL playoffs this year. It's not going to be a cakewalk. We're not going to have Houston or Tennessee or the Colts, losing 8 in a row to get us in. I think we're going to have to really man up and win our way in this time. And I'm pretty excited about that. Well, I guess we can go week by week and just kind of see what we have a feeling that the season's going to play out to. I know me personally, week 1 versus Miami, I think we go into Miami, and I think we win that game. I don't know. Some other people might not feel that way. I don't know how you guys are feeling. Clearly, Trevor thinks we are also going to go into Miami week 1 and win. I think we're going to go in there, kick some Dolphin ass, and have a good day. I think that this new scheme is going to help us out against Tyreek Hill and the players that we have. I think Cisco is going to have a great day. I think we're going to take week 1.
I agree with you on that. I agree. I agree with that. Even though, that's the Miami game, the first game is going to be, like I said before, it's going to be a test just to see how this new scheme is going to work because of all the speed that Miami does have, on the outside and in the slot. It's and I want to see what our corner's going to do and our front seven. Are we going to be as physical as we think we are? Are they going to be there? And I think they will be. Just from the hype, it's the first game of the season, adrenaline going, and I do believe we're going to go in there and handle business.
Okay.
But I will be paying attention to what our corners are doing, really, and as far as the back end, because you got Tyreek Hill. Who's the other little receivers they got? Oh man, they just got so much
Jalen
speed
Waddle.
and stuff. Yeah, Waddle.
Jalen Waddle.
Yeah, and then you got the little
And they
fast
just
boy
signed
coming out.
OBJ, which he's old.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
But
A-Chain.
A-Chain coming out the backfield. So that's going to be a test for our linebackers as well. And we talked about that.
Mostert's still there, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah, I
Yes,
mean
he is.
he's no slouch either. He's fast, man. If he gets an open
Right.
space, he's not getting caught by a lot of people.
Right. So I see you, Trevor. I mean, I'm saying we're going to win it, but it's going to be a test. It really is. And as far as Gabe Davis, if he comes back from his so-called injury, which I had no idea about, and how is BTJ going to do the first game? Going against probably Jalen Ramsey a couple of times, and their
who's
defensive
their other
backs as
corner?
well. I don't know. It's not Howard though, because I think Howard is
No,
still
they
unsigned.
cut him.
Yeah, so I don't know who the other one is, but I'm sure he'll match up. Ramsey will match up on him a couple of times, which will be interesting.
Kendall Fuller?
Yeah, they're good.
I don't.
Yeah,
I
so,
don't see him standing a chance.
How our receivers, going to work against their secondary.
Okay.
But yeah, and one more thing, our offensive line gets that defensive front of theirs. I know they lost a couple of key pieces, but it's still a formidable front four.
Okay.
So yeah, but I think we're gonna take it.
All right. What about you, Trevor? What do you think?
All right. Well, first and foremost, Josh Allen is going to beat the absolute dog shit out of Tua turn the ball over.
Okay.
Tua don't know what to do when there's pressure in his face. That's why his nickname is Tua turn the ball over. All right. Josh Allen is pressure. He is the word pressure. All right. Especially now that we got him some nasty help. Josh Allen is pressure. Now, the only way that we were getting beat by this team theoretically before or like if Tua turn the ball over, actually gets the ball out of his hands, if our secondary is weak. We are not weak at secondary anymore. I will say that right now. I don't care. Anybody who disagrees can disagree. We're not weak. We have question marks, but the only question marks left are who's going to play where and who's going to do what. That's what the question marks are. Our question marks aren't whether we have the talent or the depth anymore. As a matter of fact, I made a comment today, I believe, about our signings, which we'll talk about later. Right. But the fact that we have commitment to depth now, and you can see it. I'm loving our commitment to real, usable depth, not guys that can come in and play a couple reps. Because it's like I've been saying for the past 2 episodes, we've had this debate where you've got just good enough and you've got players that can still handle the game, And I believe now we've got such a good and usable depth at all these positions, especially defensively, that we don't have guys that just come in to rotate. We got guys that can come in and still take the game over from their secondary position too. Even though they're a second stringer, they can still come in and take the game over. That being said, Mostert and A-Chain, what's the poison to a run game? A good front seven. That's your poison to a run game. We have got arguably one of the best front sevens in the league now. Okay? We've got one of the best front sevens in the league, and that's your number one killer for a run game. We saw that all last year. We ran into a lot of elite front sevens. We got our ass whooped in the run game. We got destroyed. Okay?
Good point. Good point.
We are now the destroyers. We've got the elite front seven. Now all they got to do is show up and they got to bring their hard hat and lunch pails and go to work. That's all they got to do because they're all there. We put the pieces in place on defense. It is time for Josh Allen to take control of this defense, Foyer to take control of his backing core, and go and lead us to a defensively sound game. If they can do that, let's just talk about offensive potential. If Jalen Ramsey's getting old now, I can't. I'm not going to hate on Jalen Ramsey because I love Jalen Ramsey. Obviously, I got to. Florida State man, and he came to Duval first. You know, I love Jalen Ramsey. I will always support Jalen Ramsey no matter where he goes in his career. But that being said, Jalen Ramsey's getting a little old, and Brian Thomas Jr. runs a 4.3. Okay. Jalen Ramsey about to get torched. If it's a run-on-one, it's a straight one-on-one run down the field. He's torched.
Okay.
It's over for him. He ain't got the stride for it no more, especially after his knee injuries he's had. He ain't got the speed for that no more. Okay. Second, Kendall Fuller. Kendall Fuller ain't about to do shit to no one.
Okay.
He couldn't trap water in an airtight bag. All right. That boy is cooked. It is over with. Gabe Davis is a savvy route runner. Christian Kirk, one of the best route runners in the league. He's a route technician. Okay. Let's just talk about the fact that those two guys are the guys going to be switching off in between Fuller if Ramsey don't switch off of BTJ because he's getting cooked. Ramsey's the real only elite threat that I can see that's left in the secondary from Miami. And we just juiced the fuck out of our receiving core. And let's talk about a dude real quick that I think people are really looking past that if we do pull the trigger on, we got an insider's voice on, Jarvis Landry. Jarvis Landry played down there in Miami. Jarvis Landry's familiar with a good bit of them boys. Okay. And I would like to say that the comments coming out of the camp, the mini camps right now, is that Jarvis Landry looks fucking sharp. Is what I'm hearing right now is Jarvis Landry looks really sharp. If he looks really sharp and we bring him in, we carry another guy. I know that makes a question, you know, but that's not what I'm here to talk about right now. But if we bring Jarvis Landry in, that's an insider ear to some stuff going on down in Miami. And on top of that, he's familiar with Odell's game, you know.
Yeah.
And then you just look around all around the board. The writing is on the wall for us to go and take this game week 1. All we got to do is do it.
Well, you know what? Add to what you just said, don't forget Gabe Davis played against them twice a year for a few years. So I'm sure he has some good insight also of what they do. They like to do on their back end.
Yep.
So, yeah. So, good point.
And another thing I forgot to mention, because you brought that up, that made me think about it. You know, I can't not mention this dude, Tyreek Hill. All right. Now, we've seen Tyreek Hill torch, and we've seen Tyreek Hill be non-existent from games.
Right.
L'Jarius Sneed make Tyreek Hill look like he had never played a snap of D1 college ball. If we come out there with the absolute savages we got, because we got some savages now, some dudes that like to get physical now. Darnell Savage, specifically, not just his name, but he's actually a dog. We're not talking about the signings yet, so I'm not going to name those dudes yet, but those dudes are dogs. That's why there's people getting real excited about them. That 4-3, listen, brother. No way in hell he's just going to burn us over the top like what used to happen to us. We got 2 safety help now. We're not running that 3-4 BS and these hybrid schemes and all. Ugh. Right. In this scheme that we're anticipating from Ryan Nielsen, we should almost constantly have 2 high. Almost constantly. And if you think them motherfuckers for a minute are not watching Tyreek Hill all the way for a potential streak route, you're smoking the best dope they make because everybody's watching him for a streak route. And then he's so small. It's already been shown that if you pin him down underneath, he's effectively out of the game. Exactly. He's not big muscle in nobody. He ain't big muscle in nobody. The only thing that makes him one of the best receivers in the game, and I wouldn't even call him the best receiver in the game, he's just one of the best runners in the game, is because he's so fast. I don't think he's one of the best receivers. I don't think receiver-wise he's even top 10. I think runners he's number 1. And I think that's what makes him stand out. It's not his catching skills. It's not his route running. He's good at those, okay? I'm not trying to say he's not, but I don't think he's top 10 in those. He's only top 10 when it comes to speed and acceleration. So you take that, and then you got Jalen Waddle. Him and Jalen Waddle are lethal, no doubt about it. But again, they got to get the ball. You got to have somebody throw you the ball to be elite at wide receiver, and Tua turn the ball over has got a lot of pressure coming at him. And that's all I got to say about the game. I just realized I went on a tangent. I apologize.
It's all right. That's what we're here for.
I was about to say.
That's what we're here for. Yes.
So that's what I wanted to gauge. So we got first one. I also have a W. That's the Jacksonville King sweep right there. We eating W's out here. You know, we eating W's. Yeah. I love it. From now on, we're gonna do one thing we love about the matchup, one thing we're worried about the matchup, and maybe a little too early prediction for the matchup. I personally think we're gonna win the game. I don't think that they have the team to stop us on offense, but I think we have the team to stop them on defense. You know, I think that we are going to blow up every run they try and make inside of the tackles. Unfortunately, I don't like the fact that they just have so much speed. You know, we'll have to see how everybody holds up. We have a lot of speed too now, and we can pop, we can hit, but you know, it's yet to be seen all these guys playing together, so that's going to be interesting. He tends to perform pretty good in week 1. I am going to say that Trayvon Walker outperforms Josh Allen in week 1.
Okay.
That's my boy. That's my guy. I think Trayvon's going to be elite this year. I think he's going to hit the 15+ sack range. You know, it's going to be a good year for him. So I'm going to say W. We got the little Jaguars sweep. All three of us saying we're winning that game. I agree. Let's move on to week 2. We got Cleveland at home, week 2. Eric, what are you feeling, Eric?
Oh man. We'll win. I'm giving us a win on this one. No, okay. All right. Here we go. Now, we got Deshaun Watson coming back probably. Okay.
Thank God.
Yeah. Get Joe Flacco's MVP ass out of here.
Yeah, but the only problem I see with Watson is something that our defensive has had trouble with over the years is a mobile quarterback. You know, and I just don't want us to be too aggressive in this game. Be aggressive, but be aggressive enough to contain him. Because even though Watson is old and injury prone, he still has those moments where he can move. And sometimes that gives us trouble. Now, with that being said, we can win this game. We're going to win this game. Our offensive line is going to have to shine on this one because of Myles Garrett and that, you know, their defense.
Absolutely.
Our receivers are going to have to be on point because they got some dogs back there in their secondary. They really do. Newsome and a couple of the other ones, yeah. But our offense is going to have to shine, especially that offensive line. Defensively, I'm really not worried, even though Chubb probably will be back. I think we can handle it if we keep him in the pocket because we know Watson is a lot like Tua. If you put enough pressure on him, he's going to throw some. He's going to get some turnovers. We're going to get some turnovers to a lot of people, but yeah, I do believe we'll take this. I think Travis E10 is going to have a big game on this one. That's my prediction. Going with the offensive line showing out. Mitch, the center we just signed. Yes. I think he's going to make a big difference in this game right here. Where last year we didn't have that dynamic, and I think we're going to be all right on this one. Okay, I'm done for the moment. Go ahead, Trevor.
Man, I got my fears about this one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you, okay? It's hard for me to say we're gonna lose any of these games. I'm gonna be real with you. Like, no, I'm being dead serious. Like, and the only reason I don't think we're gonna go undefeated. Obviously,
Hey,
we're
you
gonna.
saw the title.
Yeah, but hey, welcome. But hey, listen. Hey, first of all, just got to show them real quick. All right, listen. Here's what I'm saying. If we lose any of these games this season, it's because we beat ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to put that out there right now. We've got the team. We've got the players. There is no reason we should lose any game on our schedule. That's number one. So it is really hard for me to sit back and predict when they're going to sell on themselves because they will at some point in the season. Every team does. Okay. It's very hard to sit back and say, which one is it going to be? We have a tendency to absolutely shit the bed in our home opener for some fucking reason. Good Lord. But I don't think Trevor Lawrence is going to let that happen again. Because I don't know if y'all remember last year, but Trev was kind of pissed when he came on press conference when he left from the Chiefs game.
Mm-hmm.
Trev was pissed. All right. Trev knows this is a big year. I do think we get the dub. My prediction, we're going to make Deshaun Watson our bitch. That's my prediction.
All right.
This front seven is not to be fucked with. I'm trying to tell everybody that has ears. This front seven is no joke. No joke. And I'm really hoping they just rip games apart like I know they can. If they put it all together, it's over for anyone. Because they have no receivers left. Oh, no, I take that back. They just got Jerry Jeudy this offseason. They got that guy. And I'm hit or miss on Jeudy, to be honest with you. He got flashes, but
yeah, I agree with you on that. Yeah.
Who knows? Who knows right. which one's going to show up. I don't think I will be honest. I can't agree that ETN is going to have a big game because of Mitch Morse. Because if I remember correctly, the only times that we actually got anything cooking for us when we played the Browns last year was our play action game, and when Trevor was really mobile. He started rolling into that in the second half when we were starting the comeback. We just ran out of time. I will say, though, our offensive line got bullied that game, and we ain't made too many changes because where we were getting bullied at, we've still got the same pieces in place. So I have my fears there. I really do. Myles Garrett is going to beat whoever gets in front of him's ass. It just, okay. I'm sorry. Unless it's Anton. Because Anton held his ass in check for a while, and then he switched off him. Wise move. Because Ton not moving. All right. But
Ton Wick.
That's right. Ton Wick. I love it. I'm gonna have a shirt made for that. Ton Wick.
All right.
But Anton's solid piece. I do think that we have the potential to have a good run game this year, but the pass game is what it really needs to be. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't want to see us have an explosive run game this year. I want to see us have a complementary offense. Obviously, I'm not saying completely like hiatus the run, but right. I want to see a season where Trevor Lawrence comes out and just whips every one of these bitches back into place. Just wah. Every one of y'all bastards is doubting him. Because I love how they're so quick to forget that the first half of the season before his injuries, he was the best in the fucking league.
Mm-hmm.
Let's have that conversation because all these doubters, man, before he got hurt, best in the league, was making all of y'all's QBs look like his child. Okay? Right. Not saying he didn't miss throws. He did. And I do believe, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't know if he'll ever clean that up. That might just be one of the things we're with Trevor Lawrence. There's going to be some times he's going to put one a foot past. I hate that everyone's so overcritical on him with that because every great QB has a quirk. Every one of them.
Right.
Tom Brady, slower than dog shit, and a lot of times didn't really know when to elevate and leave the pocket. He knew when to elevate to extend a play in the pocket, but he didn't really know when to leave the pocket a lot of the time. Now, obviously, he played for so fucking long. Yeah, he eventually developed that. He figured it out. But for a long time, he didn't know when to leave the pocket. Lamar Jackson, That motherfucker don't know when to stay in the damn pocket.
True enough.
C.J. Stroud, he don't know where the fuck to throw the ball to if Tank Dell or Nico Collins ain't busted a safety. I mean, I'm just saying, all these QBs that are getting all this praise right now, they all got their quirks. And if Trevor Lawrence misses by a foot every now and then, I'll fucking live with it because he's elite. I'll live with it because he has great pocket presence. He delivers darts even when being hit and can escape the pocket. He's going to make the Browns his bitch in week 2.
Okay.
I'm eating another W, 2-0.
Yeah, that's what I said. All right, Isaiah.
I'm gonna put it down as a W.
Okay.
I think the Jaguars are embarrassed about how the game went last year. I don't like Myles Garrett because they're gonna move him over and try and get him in on Cam and try and move him inside on Share for a little bit. I think Tom can hold him down at least good enough for the game where Trevor can get away if he needs to. I think that being game 2, depending on how game 1 goes, of course, I like Brian Thomas Jr. with these corners. I like the matchup. He's got height, speed. He's faster than all of them. He's taller than all of them. He's bigger than all of them. I'm gonna put out into the universe and start talking it into existence. I think Brian Thomas Jr. goes over 150 and 2 touchdowns in this game. Why? I don't fucking know, but I'm feeling it.
Okay. Hey, if you're feeling it, that's all that matters. If you're feeling it, that's all that matters.
Oh, yeah. Can't tell me otherwise. And if you do, I'm not going to agree with you. You'll probably be right, but I'm not going to agree with you.
All right. That'll work.
All
that's
right.
3 W's again. So that's 3 W's for 2
That's another tweet.
Yeah.
Week 3. Week 3. That's automatic. I mean, we really need to talk about week 3.
No, not really. I'm like, okay, I don't see any way Buffalo should beat us.
I mean, we hadn't lost to Buffalo in like 50 years. I mean, we really honestly,
see that.
Especially with all the losses they had.
Can we just hit the next button because we played them last year when they had good talent? Now they have nobody.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna write for my it's Buffalo.
Yes, it's Buffalo.
All right. Well, if y'all really don't want to talk about it, week 4 we got Houston though.
Okay. All right.
Away we got Houston.
Yes, and I'll probably be at that game.
Okay.
As much as I hate to say it, this is going to be the first L of the season.
Okay.
And here's why. Not that they're a better team, but for some ungodly reason, we always give Houston the first game of the we play them of the season. I don't know why, especially this is in Houston, so they may, but for some ungodly reason, we lose to Houston the first game we play them 9 times out of 10. I don't know why, but it's just the way it is. Not that they are that much better than we are, because I think we can hold our own against it. We showed that last year. So even with all the additions they're made, I don't see them. It's just something that, you always have that one team that just gives you hell. Like the 99 season, it was Tennessee, the Titties. No matter how, we went 14-3. 14-3. All 3 losses was to the Titties. So, yeah. There's just something about Houston, that first game when we play them, we find some way to lose it. Okay. Now, going with what Trevor said, if we play up to our potential and with the talent that we have, it should be a W. It should be a W. But going back on tradition and what I've seen over the years, yeah, I'm going to say that's going to be our first loss.
Okay.
Now, hoping that it's not, but that's the case. That's what I think anyway. All right, Trevor, go ahead. Shoot it down. You can see his
all you Texas people. Fuck every one of y'all. First and foremost. Right out of the way. All of y'all. All right. Second thing, I gotta say this. I I can't make any of these predictions based off of old habits. I think our team learned real quick what happens when you follow them. We learned real quick, and we learned in a hurry. And I'm going to tell you right now, if there's one player on that team that knows how to bounce back from mistakes, it's Trevor Lawrence. One of the most historic comebacks in playoff history. That dude knows how to come back from mess-ups.
Okay.
The only thing that kept the Texans hanging around with us was their offense busting our safeties. Ryan Nielsen ain't having that shit. Ryan Nielsen is not having that shit.
Okay.
I really, honestly, could care less that they went and got washed-ass Stephon Diggs. So?
Well, that didn't even play into my thought process thing. But yeah.
I mean, so who cares? Joe Mixon didn't do shit to us when we played him last year. I'm not worried about him this year. Defense. So what? You got bigger on the edge with Daniil. We got bigger inside with Eric. I do not care. I do not care. We know how to go into Houston and shut them all up. We did it on their pretty little battle red night, too.
Well, they always got battle. This probably be a battle red game. They always do it when we go to Jags. I mean, Houston.
Put that gay ass shit on there. It's over.
Yeah, they always do.
Matter. It don't matter. It do not matter because I'm gonna be honest with you. The new ones are ugly. I've said this before. I'm gonna say it again. Hey, they ugly. Last year the battle red was pretty clean. I gotta give it to you. It was clean. It's ugly. Y'all messed it up. But that being said, man, I think CJ Stroud's coming into a huge regression year. Personally. I'm not going to say that he regresses like to a bottom of the league quarterback, but I do think he has a big regression. I think people are figuring out DeMeco Ryans. That's the biggest thing to me, though, that people really didn't take into credit is there was no tape on him or Stroud. They're both rookies at their spots, okay? There's no tape on them. We got tape now, bro. And look what happened. We played you the second time with some tape. Look what happened. We beat you in your house. It's over with. I'm taking W again. I think we got all the chances in the world to start this season off hot.
Okay.
All right. I got a W here.
Okay.
I like our matchup against them. They may like Trevor mentioned, they may have got a little bigger with Daniil Hunter. Don't care. Ton Wick gonna hold down whoever's on his side. We just need Cam Robinson to do his thing. That's it. And Trevor, I don't think Houston sacked Trevor a single time last year in the second game, and I don't even know about the first game. I don't even remember if they got to him. We got a better center now. Somebody who's not gonna get pushed around by anybody who line up in front of him. I think ETN's gonna have a decent game, but I like the matchup. I think CJ Stroud gets sacked 5+ times in this game. That's gonna be my early prediction. We sacked him 6 times last time we played him in Houston. It was 5 or 6 because Josh had 2.5 and Trayvon had 1.5 and somebody else got one. I think Big Roy or somebody. It was a lot. I think he gets sacked 5+ times. We got a better D line now. We have actual interior D linemen. Enough said.
True that.
Yeah, CJ Stroud is currently having nightmares about our defense.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't care what anybody says.
They think we're having nightmares about theirs, but Tom Wick got them locked down, so I don't care.
Hey, Tom.
So, Indy versus Jags at home. Do we even need to talk about this football game?
No.
That's another clean sweep.
Yeah.
Hey, that's clean sweep already. I don't even need to talk about it because AR can't stop playing like he's Matt Hardy. Okay, bro, it's over with. Over with.
Just put Colts and Jags? Nah.
Yeah, put always rushing on the sideline, and maybe they got a chance.
So we got. So this is an at-home away game because when we're in London, we're the home team. Nobody plays better in London than we do. Week 6 versus Chicago. We got overrated Hollywood boy. What do we think about the Chicago game, Eric?
It's a W.
Okay. It's a W.
That's
I already know what Trevor's saying.
Paint your fingernails, Hollywood boy. Can't save you from Josh Allen.
Rookie quarterback. Okay.
Nope.
Yeah, rookie quarterback. He got some receivers, but they older receivers. So yeah, this game doesn't. And plus, we're in London. Okay, let's be honest. We got a routine down. We're gonna win this one. Yeah. So we're good.
Okay.
That's where I live.
I don't even think you need to say the next one.
Okay.
You don't even need to say that. Get that poverty franchise out of here, especially in our house, our second house.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Talking about the Patriots.
Yeah, they're coming to us at Wembley.
Yeah.
So
I think. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Especially because they're already doubting their Drake May pick. There's a bunch of insiders that already said they may have picked the wrong guy. So,
I think Caleb Williams. I got us winning that game. I think Caleb Williams throws 3 or more picks versus Jacksonville.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah,
I'm calling it. He's gonna have a rough season.
That's what I'm thinking.
They better bring in a vet to put a vet in if he starts getting flustered, because he ain't Hollywood. That Hollywood shit don't fly in the NFL.
Oh, hey, just speaking of Chicago real quick. You guys remember how, like, our first or second episode, I said I couldn't stand how people were comparing Justin Fields to Lawrence and, like, saying Fields was better and this, that, and the third?
Yep.
Yeah.
Everybody's seeing all the shit coming out about Fields now about how he doesn't pay attention at all and he has no kind of football IQ once it comes past the hot route. That's Chicago Bears coaches saying. They literally, their words were, watch his eyes. He's constantly watching and looking for everything but sees nothing.
Wow.
And Nick Foles was quoted as trying to mentor him and teach him something, but he noticed that Fields was not even paying attention or making any effort to learn, so he gave up on him.
Wow. Dang.
Went from he's better than Trevor Lawrence to he might be returning kicks. Fuck y'all, bitch.
Yeah, I heard that part. Returning kicks. Oh my.
Okay.
So
do we have? So we got the sweep against Chicago again. We got. How we feeling the sweep against the Patriots?
Yes.
I got the sweep. Yeah.
Yes.
Bailey Zappi starts week 7. That's my. Isn't he still there?
Yeah,
I think so.
Bailey Zappi starts or comes in week 7. That's my. That's my prediction. That's all I have to say about that game.
Okay.
All right. Jags versus Philly, Sunday Night Football.
Wait a minute. What happened to Green Bay?
Oh, my bad. I didn't think we had to talk about that game. No, I'm kidding. No. So I'm kidding. I skipped it. Jags versus Green Bay at home. I will be at this game. I know Trevor will be at this game.
That's 2 days before my birthday. Who knows?
Oh, dang, man.
Well, then it's birthday dubs for Eric.
Yeah.
Birthday dubs, baby. Birthday dubs. What you got, Eric? What you thinking?
I don't know. This to me is like a toss up in a way.
Yeah, it's a weird one for me.
Yeah. Because with Green Bay, you just don't know. You just don't know which Green Bay is going to show up, which Jordan Love is going to show up. I don't even know who do they even have as receivers. See, that's the
they
thing.
Got
they like
Christian Watson.
Okay.
I don't know who else. I know they still got AJ Dillon, and they just drafted a running back. Oh shit, what's his name?
You know what? The more we sit here and try and figure out who they have besides Jordan Love, which
should just go to show you that we should take a dub.
Yes, we should take a dub. Exactly. We
should, and that's why I think we're going to lose this game.
That's what I'm saying. The ones that are layups are the ones we brick.
Yeah. But I'm gonna say we're gonna take a dub. But yeah, this seems like one of them trap games that you're like, oh, how did y'all do that?
They got Marshawn Lloyd, running back at USC.
Who?
Marshawn Lloyd. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No.
Who the
All
fuck is that guy?
All right, Trevor. Does that mean I can mark you down for a W, Trevor, or what are you thinking?
Yes, you can mark me down for a W.
Okay.
But put in quotations my
In
potential
quotations.
trap game.
Yeah.
Yep. Trap game.
Oh shit. Yeah, my potential trap game.
TD's potential trap game.
Mm.
I'm putting an L on this one. I don't know why, and I don't think they're a better team than us. I just think for some reason we're going to lose this game.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I really don't want to. I don't want to lose this game.
It's just one of those games that give you that feeling, you know.
Yeah, there's too many question marks for me,
Yeah.
you know. And I feel like I don't know enough about Green Bay. Not that I think they're a better team than us in any way. I just think that I think it's just a weird trap game
Yeah.
for me.
Right.
I don't know. I don't even know if I have a prediction for that one. I'm just gonna leave that one blank for my like crazy prediction. But yeah, I don't know why, but I feel like we're gonna lose that game for some reason.
And especially since we'll be coming back from overseas also from London.
Yeah.
So I know. Yeah, that's a week after we get back. We playing New England. So yeah.
Yep.
So it may be a little hangover, although I know we're used to doing it because we did it last year. But sometimes, that jet lag and that just hangover, it'll get you. Take it from somebody who's been overseas a whole bunch of times, yeah. But Green Bay, I don't know. That's just like we said. It's a trap game. It's a trap game, especially with Philly coming behind them. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a trap game.
What do we got for that's a good way? What do we got for Philly?
Doug Peterson going back to Philly. Last
Again.
time we played them, we played them pretty tough. I think we can take Philly. I really do.
Okay.
It's in, let's see, November, the early part of November. So the weather shouldn't be too bad. So that'll work in our favor as well. Yeah, I think we got that.
Is it November or October that Trevor doesn't lose in? Is October?
But this past October he lost a shit ton, but he was also fucked up.
Yeah, that's true. Never mind. I take it back.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I'm saying we're gonna get it. We're gonna take it. It's gonna be a battle, but I think we'll take it. I really do.
Okay.
On paper, Philly looks, good, like they always do, but they just don't perform. They really don't. They're sketchy. They really are. They are sketchy. Who they got as a running back? Anybody remember? Because they got rid of Swift.
Saquon Barkley.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they signed Saquon.
Yeah, okay.
They lost a lot of good pieces too.
Yeah. We got it. We got it.
All right, sticking to your guns. I like it.
Yeah, we got it.
What you got, Trev?
I have a conditional pick here. Like
Okay.
And I say this because Philly goes one or two ways. There is no in between. If they are under 2 losses, like I'd say if they have more than 2 losses, we're winning the game. If they have 3 or less losses, we are going to lose the game. Absolutely.
Why?
Because when Philly builds up a head of steam, they take it all the way to the playoffs and choke.
Wait, whoa, hold on. Hold on. I need those numbers to line. I need those numbers to line up right. So do you mean 2 or less losses? Because you said 2 or because you said 2 or more, or you said 2 or more losses, and then you said 3 or less losses.
Right. Okay. Well, yeah, that's fair.
So 2 or less losses, 3 or okay. So 2 or less losses, we're losing. 3 or more wins, or Jesus Christ, 3 or more losses, we are winning.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
I got it now. I just want to make sure.
Yeah, I think that one swings either way for me because that's a big game. We played them tough and we still edged the loss.
Trevor is a swinger on this game. Got it.
Hey, man, welcome to the party. It's going to have to be what it's going to be. But I will say I don't want to go off of old tendencies, but it is Sunday night football, and we always shit the bed on primetime. Anything.
Oh, is it a Sunday night game?
Yeah, it's a Sunday
Yes.
night game.
Oh, okay.
Sunday night game. But I also want to say,
Sunday night in Philly.
I feel like I can't say that we're going to lose any of the games because I don't want to speak them into existence either.
Right.
Yeah, so Trevor
Okay.
currently has us at 9-0. All right.
Fuck yeah, dude. Let's go. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I have us losing this game. Mainly because it's a Sunday night football game in Philly. Philly's a really tough environment to play in. They just picked up Quinyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean. They've got a really good defensive line. Even losing Fletcher Cox, they still got Jordan Davis and that other cat. I can't remember his name. They got Quay Walker back there. They got some really good players. No. Quay's at Green Bay. It's Jamel Dean or not Jamel Dean. Nakobe Dean. Whichever Dean is a linebacker that came out of Georgia and now plays for them. Pretty sure it's Nakobe Dean.
Will he be healthy?
He's a rotational player. Will he be healthy? He can come in and make plays. I like their defense a lot. I don't know. I think it's going to be a tough one. I think it'll be a close game. I don't think we're going to get blown out. I think it's going to be a close game. But I do think that we take the L in this game. I do think we take the L in this game. Saquon, I don't know how I feel about him behind that O-line. That's my biggest thing. I don't know. We're not going to have a lot of sacks in that game. I think that Saquon's going to be able to carve us up a little bit, even though we really have a really good front seven. I think that coming out of the backfield, he's going to be able to do some stuff. I don't know. This one feels tough for me. I want to win this game, but it's tough for me.
I don't think Saquon even going to be there. I think he's going to get hurt. I hate to say it like that, but I think, yeah, because he's had that tendency lately. So
yeah, okay,
yeah. So I don't think he's going to be there. I really don't. But I mean, yeah, he may have 1 or 2 10-yard runs, 1 or 2, but I think we gonna hold him in check pretty much.
Okay.
I really do. I think our linebackers in front seven can hold him in check. I really do. With this new scheme. Now, if it was Caldwell, I'd be like, yeah, you may have a point there. But with Ryan Nelson and this aggressiveness, yeah. I think because Saquon, even though he's not the Saquon of old, he's not. Those injuries kind of taken toll on him, and being in New York. So yeah, I think we got it under control.
I think something that nobody's really talking about that is kind of underrated, and this might have been said somewhere, but I can almost guarantee you it has not. So I will take the credit as the first person to say this. With the new kickoff rule, Cooper DeJean was an All-American returner in college. Okay. I can almost guarantee you Cooper DeJean will be paired up with back there with somebody returning the kicks on the kickoff team. I think that's really the main reason they drafted him. I think, of course, they want him to play corner, but I think they also drafted him to use him on the new kickoff rule because they have to have 2 returners back there, and it's going to be really interesting to see how it's working out. I think that's a big reason they drafted him and took another corner there instead of going somewhere else.
You know what, though, Isaiah? Now that you mention that, maybe we need to go back and look at some of these games who the returns are, and with these new kickoff.
The new kickoff rule is going to be really weird, man. Like it's going to change a lot of games. I'm interested to see how it works in the preseason, but it is going to change a lot of football games.
Yeah, so that's a very interesting point right there. I hadn't even considered that part. So yeah, but I ain't changing none of my picks. Not right now. Now maybe when we get to that week and be like, yeah, but yeah. Okay.
I think the best way to actually these are obviously way too early predictions, but right. I am excited for our in the season episodes where we do the prediction before the game is played and we can see how our opponent is stacking up throughout the season, how we're playing. I do think though, realistically, if Philly does have a head of steam, I did forget that they became literally DB University. I forgot that. Nah, yeah, we're gonna take the loss there.
Okay, Trevor with the first loss. All right.
Say
All
it
right.
ain't
So
so. Say it ain't so.
here's what we're gonna do for the rest of them because we are running up on an hour here, and I definitely
Mm.
I love you guys. A 2-hour show. I don't know if that's doing it for me tonight.
Yeah.
Let's run through the rest of these pretty quick. If you want to give me like a crazy prediction for the game, or you want to do whatever you want to do, just let me know.
The
Minnesota.
only other, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
No, you're good.
I'm gonna do it just like this. The only other trouble spot I see on our schedule right now be Detroit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So week 11 against Detroit.
Yeah, week 11 against Detroit. Other than that, we should be pretty good. Tennessee, the Jets, Houston, the Vegas, Indy, and Tennessee. So
Okay.
yeah, I think
Trevor.
Detroit is going to hurt them.
Right. So week 10, do we think across the board we're winning against Minnesota?
Yes.
New quarterback in town. Okay.
Yes.
Lost a bunch of key pieces on defense. I'm there. Sweep. All right. And so we got. So you're saying an L against Detroit in week 11, Eric? Do you think they beat us, or you just think we're gonna have some trouble with them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Trevor, what you got against Detroit?
I'll take an L there.
Fight, but I think
I think it'll be a close game, but I think we lose to Detroit. Especially after the last time we played them. I know we're not really going off the past, but it's just like looming in the back of my head, Okay, so we got there.
We win next week.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we definitely win the next week. Perfect. I got there. Bam, bam. All right.
Yes,
So
without doubt.
Houston at home. I'm going W.
Yeah.
W. Okay. Actually, you know what? I'm sorry. I meant to say. I thought about this before the show. I'm taking an L there, and the only reason I'm saying that is because I took a W in Houston. We normally win, like the past 2 seasons, we've won in Houston and lost at home.
Yeah.
So I'm taking the W in Houston and the L at home. I don't know why. That's what I'm taking here.
But it's usually been the other way around. The first game with Houston usually been in Jacksonville. It's reversed this time. That's why I took the L earlier. Yeah.
Yep. So I'm doing that. Okay. So that'll be my 1, 2, 3, 4th loss on the season that I'm taking. Okay, so you guys are keeping the dubs there.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Perfect. And week 14, Tennessee. We're kicking their ass.
We're gonna beat the Titties. We're gonna beat the Titties.
Yeah. They're gonna call it the Music City Massacre.
The tiny titties.
Calvin really about to get busted down.
Oh, dude, he's about to get destroyed over this. If he even has to come over the middle, Cisco's gonna break his back. Let's see. Week 15 versus the Jets.
Oh, that's tough. That depends on how Aaron Rodgers does week 1 because he's going right back to prime time.
Yes. I was about to say that. That's another one of those trap games, depending on what Aaron Rodgers is doing. Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and take the L there, actually.
Okay.
I think I'm taking the L there for a couple reasons. If Aaron Rodgers is playing, I got to clarify. If Aaron Rodgers is playing, we're taking the L. If Aaron Rodgers doesn't play, it's a dub easily. We're gonna beat their ass. But the Jets, you can see it. They're just a good quarterback away from winning more games.
Yeah, because they got one.
They really are.
Defense. Yeah,
they do. They got one hell of a defense, and they've got the receivers and the running back. They got the speed. They're just a good quarterback away from completing the puzzle.
Yeah.
And if Aaron Rodgers plays, no one can deny that he's an elite quarterback.
Yeah. What about you, Eric? What you got?
Hey, I'm gonna have to take with Trevor and take the L on that one, just because of Aaron Rodgers. Wily vet. Yeah.
I hope we beat them. I hope we beat Aaron Rodgers. But yeah, I'm going the same direction on this one.
Yeah.
All right, and so we got that. That's the third one there. Week 16 versus Las Vegas. I think we're winning that game.
Yeah.
Got the dub there. Bam. All right. Got Eric, another dub. Trevor, another dub. Okay. And week 17 versus Tennessee.
Don't ask me that.
W.
Especially in our crib. Don't ask me that. W.
Sweep.
Yeah. Unless Flacco's playing, then they may have a chance.
No. That's Indy week 18.
Oh, okay. My bad. Well, in that case, yeah, straight W.
We not letting busted ass Joe Flacco take us to preschool again.
All right, and week versus Indy. I think we're sweeping Indy this year, personally.
Yes, I do agree.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna put another dub
everybody's
there.
like, oh, well, AR. We played AR week 1.
Yes.
All right. So, final win totals here. I've got us at it's 17 games, right? Yeah. I've got us at 12-5. And you both have us at 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, you both have us at 14-3.
That's right.
Okay. I'm good with that. The way too early.
Oh yeah, way too early prediction.
And I just want to go on record and say I only gave us 3 losses because I'm trying to be a realist. Because in my mind, I know we can go 17-0.
Look. I'm gonna put this out there. If we go through them first 4-0, the league, they're in trouble. It's just that simple.
No. If we go through the first 4 and go 4-0, I'm going to be one of the most ignorant fans you have ever met.
Oh, you can't tell me shit.
Every game. Yeah, well, I said one of the. I know you're going to be the number one no matter what. You got to be number one at something, baby. But I'm going to be. Every game prediction is going to be, in the Outback Steakhouse. In the back, Jags by 70. I don't care. It's about to be real. But
hey, Syndrome down, Jaguars up.
Yeah. Yes, sir. I like that. I got it all saved here. I got it all written down. So we got everything here. With that being said, I know you guys wanted to talk about them real quick. Terrell Edmonds and Ty Summers and Trey Flowers. Let's get those out of the way.
I'm okay with talking about them next week. If
we can talk about them next week. If y'all want to talk about them next week, that's fine with me.
I know you said you had some things to do, and we are approaching the off season. We're approaching full off season mode, gentlemen.
We do kind of have to save some stuff, so because we ain't got shit to talk about here soon.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, thank you for anybody who's stuck around. Now you know our predictions. With that being said, thank you for coming out. Thank you for watching. If you made it this far, go ahead and like and subscribe if you haven't already. You more than likely already have, because this is just going to be me, Eric, and Trevor and Worm watching this far into it. But it's all good. Shout out to Worm, by the way. Shout out Worm. Yeah. Thanks for coming on, guys. Another great episode. I really enjoyed it. And I think we're going to have a great season, whether it's 12-5 or 14-3. I think it's going to be a great season. I'm excited for this one. And go Jags, baby. Go Jags.
Rock and roll, baby.
Oh, always. Real quick on the Duvals. Cam Little. That was a fucking Duval. Have you seen his Duval?
No, I haven't.
Dude, Eric, you need to look up Cam Little's Duval. He did it. No, he went in on it. It was a good Duval. That's one of the he is now officially, in my book, the second best kicker behind Scobie we've ever had because of how immaculate that Duval was. And I hope he is here for the next 20 years.
All right.
He went in so hard.
Oh, yeah.
All right. That's what I'm talking about, Cam Little.
Hell yeah, Cam Little. Shout out Cam Little. All right. Y'all have a good night, boys.
All right. Peace out.